Mother unlocks a family secret for Peter on Hotel.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what's pyridoxine hydrochloride?
Are you studying for a chemistry test?
No, I'm reading the cereal box. I thought you told me this stuff was all natural.
The box is.
Gotta go. See ya.
What, no breakfast?
No time. You're looking at the new dishwasher at the Phi Theta house.
What about Mr. Glucks?
Well, the sorority pays $25 an hour more. And anyway, dishwashing doesn't take any brain power. Sort of like what you do. Oh, what I mean is, it's clean and quiet. I have a little time to myself to think about some important stuff. Maybe even plan my future.
And the fact that you'll be surrounded by gorgeous co-eds has nothing to do with your decision?
Mm-mm, not this time. The only hot water I'll be in will have dishes in it.
Good morning.
Good morning. How was the big country club dance?
Oh, great. After the first dance, George cut out to the caddy shack for some 5-card stud.
And when I won with a pair of threes, Stinky Pettigrew kicked me in the slats.
What were you doing all that time, Mom?
Being a wallflower.
Hey, you could have danced with somebody else.
I did. Dr. Green finally took me for a Mercy FoxTrot.
Well, what was I supposed to do? I'm a lousy dancer.
Hey, maybe you guys could take lessons.
Oh, I'd love to, honey, but I don't think the Cincinnati kid would go for it.
Like, come on, Marsh. I'm no good at dancing, and besides, you can't make me.
Oh, that's a mature attitude.
I don't understand you, George. Dancing is one of the most intimate forms of human contact.
I guess you've never been high-sticked in a hockey game.
Couldn't you go by yourself? I mean, maybe the dancing school could get you a partner.
No, I feel funny about that.
Why don't you take Mr. Belvedere? He's always bragging about how he can do everything.
I don't think so.
Hey, if it's a question of a couple of bucks, I could...
Really, George? Mrs. Owens doesn't need a paid escort. Why, any man would be proud to take dance lessons with her.
Would you?
I'd be delighted.
Hey, thanks, big guy. I appreciate that.
All right. And you don't go until all the dishes are dry and put in cabinets. I am making myself clear?
Jawohl. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I am head cook here. These girls depend on me to sustain life. My kitchen must be clean, like operating room.
Gotcha.
The dishes must be washed in water, 200 degrees, no less.
Hot water.
And dishes must be dry like Sahara Desert, no streaks.
You'll be able to see yourself in them.
Good. I go now. But last and most useful information. If I catch you mixing up with any of the girls, I will tear your ear off and throw it over there.
Look, you don't have to worry about me. All I want to do is wash some dishes.
Did you go to the game? No, I stayed here and studied. Somebody has to keep the grades up in this place.
Emily, you are so unbelievably prosaic.
So, you must be the new dishwasher.
Yeah, I'm Kevin.
I'm Cindy. I'm a cheerleader. Hello, I guess.
Kevin, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I really can't be talking to you guys because Madam Schildkraut said...
Kevin, one more thing.
Oh, hi, listen, I wasn't mixing up with any of the girls. They just brought in their dishes.
Ladies, this is not the Berlin Zoo. Please stop staring and return to your rooms. Maybe you don't hear me so good.
Oh, no. I hear, see? 2 ears. Believe me. I hear. It's just fact.
Good. The work you do is not so bad.
Thank you.
Remember, never again with the girls. Otherwise...
I know.
You've got a nice butt.
What?
Your rear end. It's cute. In a sort of middle class bourgeois, Republican kind of way. I took my first dishwasher when I was 16. I was attending Swiss boarding school, and I sort of wandered into the scullery. He had dirty blonde hair. And when I saw his massive forearms just scrape the strudel from the white Wedgwood, a convulsive shudder shot through my whole being.
You don't say.
Take off your gloves.
I don't want to. Well, maybe just a little.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, you smell like wet clay. The earth, dead leaves. You smell like the revolution.
Don't miss tomorrow night's feature. Bring me the head of Gabby Hayes.
I'll be glad when this Sidekick Film Festival is over. Okay, kids, off the bed. Let's go. Hey, guys. So, how'd your first dance lesson go?
Oh, George, it was so much fun. We actually mastered the first steps of the tango.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, watch. Ready?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
Well, what do you think?
Looks like the last tango at Hickory Farms to me.
Well, I had fun.
Actually, so did I. How about another turn around the living room?
Delighted. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Brum, bum, 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 brum, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Tanya, listen, last night was great, but I've got a sink full of suds.
Well, what are we waiting for?
No, I don't...
I'll leave.
No. Look, I'm working, okay?
Very well. Just remember, my little suds jockey, we're not finished yet.
So, how's it going?
Emily.
Right.
Okay, I guess. You know why I'm here, don't you?
Oh.
In the sorority, I mean. I really don't belong here.
Yeah, right.
The only reason they keep me here is because I raised the grade point average. You know the sorority picture in the dining room?
Yeah.
I'm not in it.
They wouldn't let you be in the picture?
Oh, I was standing there. I guess the film just didn't pick me up.
Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm a cheerleader.
Did you mention that?
I see you two have a lot to talk about. You're not going to believe this.
You're right.
I was in a horrible fight with my boyfriend, Stanley.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, what I want to know is, should I keep his leather sweater, or should I just take it off right now? I will, you know.
Recipe of the month, chocolate soup.
Morning.
Whoa, morning, George. We could have used you in class last night when they were teaching the swim.
Now I got to go to work. The fly casting expert drowned, so I'm the in-studio guest on crop fishing.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
See ya.
Bye, honey. So, what's for breakfast?
Your mother's favorite, the Belvedere dip.
Do you guys mind we eat in this room?
I'll make sure the dinner's early tonight so we won't be late for class.
You guys are going out again? You bet. Tonight we learn the final steps of the cha-cha. Oh, I gotta run.
Oh, don't forget your lunch, Marcia.
Oh, thanks, Lynn.
Cha-cha.
Marcia?
Lynn? Nah. Where have you been?
Detention. We're always on why?
Oh, nothing. Just our whole life's about to blow up in our faces, that's all.
Huh?
Read this.
Recipe for chocolate soup?
No, Dopey, read what's on the front.
Dear Abby, I am the housekeeper for a very large family. My problem is that I'm in love with my employer. I can't go on keeping my love a secret. What should I do? Signed, Confusion, California. So?
So, that means Mr. Belvedere is in love with Mom.
Heather, Mr. Belvedere isn't confused in California. He's bloated in Beaver Falls.
Well, why else would he have clipped it out?
I don't know.
Well, all I know is we gotta do something.
Look, Hev, don't you think you're jumping to conclusions?
Love is a many splendid thing. It's the April rose that always grows in the early spring.
I can't believe this is happening.
I will not go to the wedding. They can't make me.
What wedding?
When Mom dumps Dad and marries Mr. Belvedere.
Wow, that could really happen. They could even have kids. I could wind up with a baby butler as a brother.
Calm down.
You want to spend every Friday night babysitting a fat kid with a mustache?
Oh, you're right. We gotta stop this thing.
How?
We gotta make Mom fall in love with Dad again and fix it so she doesn't like Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, guys.
Making Mr. Belvedere look bad won't be too hard. But making Dad look good is going to be a killer.
Oh, hi.
Emily,
Got a minute?
Yeah, why?
I've composed a poem. I'm sure you don't want to hear it.
No. Sure, I would.
Up to you. Spaceman by Joseph Bronte. That's my nom de plume. Spaceman. 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 Can you hear me, Spaceman? The department store won't sell me any knives without your approval, Spaceman. Spaceman. Sometimes I wonder if you're listening, Spaceman. If you're still out there, Spaceman. Grandma and Grandpa said to say, hi.
That was very profound.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Not on my floor.
I gave Stanley back his leather sweater, and now he says if I break up with him, he's gonna tell the whole football team that I'm easy.
Sonny, just tell him to go take a hike.
Oh, God, you're deep.
Oh, sorry, Emily, I forgot your hair.
Oh, that's okay. I get a lot of that.
You sure Mr. Belvedere won't be back until real late?
Yeah, I just sent him out for a pound of gummy kittens.
Of course, there's no such thing as gummy kittens.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know that.
This is great. Mom and Dad will be totally alone. We'll have a nice romantic dinner and fall in love all over again.
Hi, kids.
Hey, Mom.
Ooh, what's all this? We made a special dinner just for you and Dad because you haven't seen each other a lot lately.
Oh, how sweet.
Where's Mr. Belvedere?
Out. Come on, Mom. Sit down.
Hey, guys.
Bye, Daddy.
I can't believe it. Larry the weatherman got struck by lightning, so they're sending me to do a remote from the golf course. I'm going to take my rubber booties. Oh, see ya. Hey, what are you doing, Wes?
Nothing.
I-beam cologne, guaranteed to drive women up a skyscraper.
It's just when you tucked me in last night, your neck smelled a little off.
George, guess what? They're having a ballroom dance competition in Harrisburg, and the class has elected Lynn and me to represent Beaver Falls.
Hey, that's terrific.
Yeah. Well, if we go, we'd have to stay overnight. Is that okay?
It's fine with me.
Oh, thanks, honey.
You know, if you shared a room, you'd save money.
Fine, then we're off tomorrow to Harrisburg.
No! You can't.
Mom was supposed to take us both to get root canals.
Oh, don't worry, I'll have her back by next month.
You've got to get out of here.
Tell me about it.
I told Stanley to take a hike, just like you said. Now he said he's going to come over here and make mincemeat out of you. Which is really strange because Stanley's a vegetarian. But I think that you should probably run anyway.
Cindy, will you get out of here?
Yes, Cindy, please leave now. So, my little bubble meister, you've been avoiding me. Tell me you've been slumming with the proletariat.
Who are you calling a proletariat? I'm a Methodist. I am obsessed with you. I think my feelings could best be expressed through interpretive dance.
Tanya, I said no. Just leave me alone. Let's talk about it.
Who are you telling to take a hike?
Oh, God!
I'm gonna take you downtown and dress you like a rabbit.
I thought you were going to make mincemeat of me. You told. All right, hold it. Now, get away from me, you stupid pig animal. And Emily, stop doing that. Now, Tanya, you can take your phony socialism and your hyper hormones and stick them in a Siberian rat hole. And Cindy, you already said that. You were all sick. You're selfish, and you're demented. And Emily, you can't write and you can't dance. But you're smarter than all these people. And you have a soul. But you let them push you around. Now either push back or get the hell out of here.
Thank you. I will.
You've all got serious problems. Now all I know is I'm not the solution. I've had it. Now, get out of my kitchen.
Ich weiß nicht, du kleiner Dummkopf! I'm going to tear your ear off!
And as for you, Brunhilde, why don't you just climb back in your bunker?
I never talked to Madame Schulkratz in such a tone!
Well, it's about time somebody did.
Yes, it is. I want more. You will talk more in the same, yeah? Oh, mein dishwasher. Oh, for you, I will take off my hair.
No! It's my dishwasher!
Well, we're off to Harrisburg.
Hey, you guys look dynamite.
Dad looks nice, too.
Well, have a good time. Break a leg.
Mom, Dad, this may not be the time to tell you this, but I found out today that I'm pregnant.
What?
And I decided to become a rabbi. All right, you two. What's going on around here?
Now, you guys been acting pretty squirrely lately.
What do you mean?
I mean, yesterday you said you were coming down with smallpox.
Yes, and this morning I found all my underwear tied together in knots.
It's a science project. We're trying to make the equator.
It would seem someone doesn't want us to go to Harrisburg.
Why not?
Because you and Mr. Belvedere are going out to have an affair, and Dad's too dumb to see it.
See what?
Then Mom and Mr. Belvedere are falling in love.
What are you guys talking about? All we're doing is having fun.
Oh, yeah? Then explain this.
Oh, my chocolate soup recipe. I wonder where it had gone.
You mean you didn't write to dear Abby?
Certainly not. In fact, she often writes to me.
It's so funny. Mom, you and Dad never spend any time together anymore. You're always out every night dancing with Mr. Belvedere. And, Dad, can't you see what could happen?
Huh?
Come on, Dad, look at her. She's young-ish, she's blonde-ish.
Dad, look at him. He's older, he has an accent, and he's desperate.
Look, nothing has ever happened between me and your mother.
How could you kids ever think that I would have an affair with Mr. Belvedere? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
I mean, we're just very good friends, right?
Of course.
I mean, we may have enjoyed dancing together.
Mm-hmm. And had a few laughs.
shared a little wine.
And had some sore toes.
Hey, hold on a minute, Twinkle Toes. You're not waltzing my wife off to Harrisburg or anyplace else.
George.
Look, I wouldn't worry, George. If Mrs. Owens and I are guilty of anything, it's just finding that we have more in common than Wesley's delinquency.
Look, Marcia, I know I'm not the most romantic guy in the world, and I promise to try harder. It's just I love you so much, I don't ever want to lose you.
George, I love you too. Okay?
No hard feelings, okay, Mr. Belvedere?
None. In fact, I haven't felt so threatening to a marriage since I worked for Liz and Dick.
Are you guys still going off to Harrisburg?
Why, honey? You're not still worried about it.
No, it's just, if you are, I think I better put the air back in the tires.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin has returned to Mr. Cluck's and has even been promoted to manager in charge of neck roasting. Still badly shaken by his time in the sorority, he finds he'd rather have his hands in batter than dishwater. As for George, his new interest in dance has thrilled Wesley and Heather and surprised the heck out of Marcia. He's even hired a private tutor to show him the latest steps.
Ready for my dance lesson, big guy?
In a minute, George. Thank God for shin guards.
What do you think of this outfit?
Oh, lovely. But why are you wearing your necklace around your waist?
I think you look very nice, honey. Another big date with Gary?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've been dating for 3 months now, and tonight I think he's gonna finally do it.
Do what?
Give me his socks. His socks? Well, yeah. They're a symbol of our mutual love and commitment. See, I'll sleep with them on so he can keep me warm at night.
Honey, sometimes I worry about you.
I wouldn't worry until he gives her his boxer shorts. I thought the news was on.
We're watching Brainbusters.
Not another insipid game show.
But this one's unique. They put kids and adults on the same team.
Yeah, and I know most of the answers.
That would make it unique.
Here comes the lightning round. All right, guys, I'm going to whip you now.
Good luck to our contestants. First question. Who won the 1984 World Series?
Tigers!
Who wrote The Last of the Mohicans?
James Fenimore Cooper.
What was the name of the dog in The Thin Man? What is the scientific name for aspirin?
White pills!
Acetylsalicylic acid.
That was my next guess.
Boy, Dad, if you and I went on this show, we could really clean up.
I don't know, Wes.
This week's grand champions and Brainbusters will receive a prize package including a cordless telephone, a laptop computer, a CD player, a digital keyboard, and a Lamborghini.
On the other hand...
I'm way ahead of you, Dad. I applied last week.
All right.
Boy, wouldn't it be great? Wesley T. Owens making his TV debut on Brain Busters.
Funny. I always thought it would be on America's Most Wanted.
Life stinks and then you die.
I take it Gary did not give you his socks.
No, he gave me the boot.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Gary broke up with me. He said I was smothering him. Can you believe it? After I ate lunch with him every day and called him twice every single night. Boys are crazy. I hate them. I am never going out again.
Oh, Heather, there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul.
Now, look, I remember when Ricky Baldwin broke up with me. I thought it was the end of the world, too. But then I met your father.
I thought you were trying to cheer her up.
Hey, big guy.
Hello, George.
Junk. Bill. One here for you, pal.
A subpoena?
I don't believe it. They want us to try out for Brainbusters this Friday.
You're kidding.
This is radical. We're going to be a team.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh, come now, Heather. There is no use wallowing in self-pity.
Why not?
Because you're wallowing in my rocky road.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Miss Belvedere, can you iron this for me? I've got a hot date tonight with Myra Banks.
I know what you're up to. You're going to pretend to be real sweet and caring, but you're just going to toy with her affections until you fling her aside like a rag doll, just like all men, you heartless scud. Bucket!
How did she know?
Hi, honey. What are you reading?
The wretched vomit of existence.
Heather, you do have to get on with your life.
Life is a tale told by an idiot.
Speaking of which, George called. He'll be late for dinner.
Look, Heather, just sitting around here all day moping isn't going to do you any good. Hey, what do you say we spend the afternoon at the mall?
I don't want to go to the mall.
Sorry, I was startled by something.
Heather, get up. Now, we are going to the mall. I'm going to buy you something frivolous and expensive, and you are going to like it.
Why don't you just make me walk over hot coals?
Move!
Off to your tryout?
Yep.
George, don't you think you should wash your hands before you leave?
What?
Your hands are all blue.
It's a skin condition.
1492, 1776, 1941. Oh, dear, we're breaking out in historical dates.
I'm trying to cover all the bases.
George, you cannot put all the trivia of the world on your body.
Can I borrow yours? It's okay to be a little nervous.
I'm fine, Dad.
I was talking to myself.
So I see we have our would-be brainbusters already in place. You know who I am.
Who?
Tony Hopper, Dad, the host.
Oh, right. I didn't recognize you in this light.
No problemo. We asked you here to test how you respond to the game situation. Now, don't lean into your mic. Speak up, project, and, hey, be yourselves, huh?
Got it, Tone.
Yeah. Well, I'd first like to greet the Lees from Virginia.
Hi, Tony. I am Trawa, and this is my son, Travo.
I'm Tarara, and this is my son, Boomdier.
I did the jokes, huh?
I'm Wesley, and this is my dad, George.
Okay. Well, remember the rules. Hit the buzzer when you think you know the answer. We'll give you 50 points if you're right, but we'll penalize you if you're wrong. my first question. It's okay to be aggressive, but let's wait for the category. Okay, babe?
Sure thing, babe.
Who was the President of the United States? George?
Rutherford B. Hayes.
No. Who was the President of the United States when we entered World War I? Yes, Bravo.
Thomas Woodrow Wilson?
Wrong. That's correct.
Thomas?
That was his name, Dad.
Moving on. Name the famous dog.
Benji.
Wrong again. Name the famous dog who almost cost Richard Nixon an election. Yes, Wesley.
Checkers.
That's correct.
Hey, way to go, sport. What a kid. Is he a chip off the old block or what?
Can we proceed?
Sure.
Okay. Now, who won the Triple Crown? Yes, George.
Secretariat. No, Seattle Sloop. No, affirmed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Who won the Triple Crown in baseball in 1967? Yes, Troa.
Carl Yastrzemski.
That is correct.
Hey, that was a trick question.
Hi, we're back.
Hi.
We went to this really trendy place called Safari Junction. I got these earrings made out of chicken beaks.
Lovely. When you're tired of them, I'll be able to use them for soup stock.
Heather, will you please take this stuff upstairs? I've got to do some research for this legal seminar tomorrow.
A seminar tomorrow? Well, I thought we could go to the museum or the symphony or the Gap.
Heather, I do have a job.
That's okay. I understand. I'll be happy sitting at home, alone, writing poetry that doesn't rhyme.
Well, look, maybe I can squeeze in an hour or two.
Okay.
Well, are we brain busters yet?
The bust part is right.
What happened?
Well, the producers kind of liked me, but Dad tried to beat up the host.
Look, I'm sorry I let you down, pal. It's just, well, I hated his guts.
That's okay, Dad. What did I want with this stupid Lamborghini anyway?
Don't be distraught, George. It was only a silly game show. Yeah. A mindless parade of absolutely useless information.
You're right.
So, you want to go on with me, Mr. Belvedere?
Wesley, I thought you'd never ask.
Hey!
You should be studying the almanac.
I'm taking a break. I've been at it all day.
Wesley, if you are going to be my partner on Brainbusters, you must be prepared. Now, I want you to memorize the state capitals.
I know the state capitals.
In Hebrew?
I brought these from the library like you asked.
Thank you, Kevin.
Will and Ariel Durant's Story of Civilization. I have the Encyclopedia Britannica in the trunk.
Are you trying to kill me?
A tempting thought, but I think we should wait until after the game show. Where are you going?
To school. At least there I can give my mind a rest.
He'll be back.
It's Saturday.
There was a whole chocolate mousse cake in here this morning. Who ate it?
Guess.
The brain that ate Pittsburgh?
Oh, bye, honey. I'm running a little late. Oh, but I'll see you at the mall after school, won't I?
Oh, I don't think so. I may have to appear in court this afternoon.
Oh, but there's going to be this big styling demo at Snyder's Beauty Salon.
Heather, we have been to the mall every afternoon for a week. What's another day?
Oh, great. See ya.
Yeah.
You two have been spending a lot of time together lately.
Yeah.
You've been spending more than that.
Honey, I promise to ease up as soon as she starts dating again, or we go broke.
What three-dimensional figure has 12 sides?
A dodecahedron.
Where was the Ouija board invented?
Baltimore.
How high is a volleyball net?
7 feet 11 and 5/8 inches. Mr. Belvedere, this is boring.
Perhaps we should have a little fun. Let's recite the periodic table of elements.
Oh, can we?
I always find the best way to memorize a complex list is to set it to music. Hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine.
Excuse me, I'm going to move in with the Huffnagels.
Hydrogen and helium, lithium.
Oh, Wes. Am I glad to see you?
You are?
No, not really. No, honey, I just mean that it's a relief to see anyone other than Heather.
Yeah, she has that effect on me, too.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was help her out with her boy problems. Now I've created a monster.
At least you're not stuck with Britannica fats. Last night I was in the bathroom. He slipped me a copy of Who's Who in Albania under the door with a note saying he'd be giving me a quiz when I came out.
Well, honey, sooner or later they will return to their normal selves. And until then, we're just going to have to try to be patient and understanding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mom?
Wesley!
In the meantime, head for the hills.
I just took the trash out again. It's supposed to be Wes's job.
Wesley is otherwise engaged.
Big guy, aren't you driving him a little hard? I mean, a brain can only absorb so much information, and then it, well, could short circuit.
You ought to know.
All I'm saying is Wes is just a kid.
A kid with a mission.
Huh?
Only once in his life can he strive to become grand champion brainbuster. His moment has arrived, and so has mine. Together, we shall ride the road to fame and glory.
You ate that moose cake, didn't you?
Thank you. Welcome back to Brain Busters. We have a new pair of challengers with us today. Wesley Owens, tell us about yourself.
I'm 13 years old and I'm in the 8th grade at Beaver Falls Junior High.
That's great. That's just great. Let's hear it for Wes. Wes's partner is Lynn Belvedere. Tell us about yourself, Lynn.
Well, Tony, I was valet to Winston Churchill, a confidant to Gandhi, and a housekeeper to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Couldn't hold a job, huh, pal? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's bust some brains. Thank you, Brain. Who wrote the book? Little Women. Yes, Lynn.
Louisa May Alcott.
Correct for 50 points. Who was our first vice president? Lynn.
John Adams.
Correct for another 50 points. What is the fastest land mammal? Wesley.
The cheetah.
Lynn.
The Bolivian Dances by Borodin.
Right again, that's 6 in a row. In the comic strip Thimble Theater, who was the ruler of Nazalia? Yes, Lynn.
King Blozo.
Amazing. Even our computer didn't know that one. That makes the score Belvedere and what's his name? 2,000. The Lees have 300. We'll be right back after these important messages.
Why have you been kicking me under the table?
Because you're hogging every answer.
I know my stuff, don't I?
Sure you do. Elephants never forget.
Don't be such a twit. We're here to win, aren't we?
You're here to win. You don't even need me.
Of course I need you. They wouldn't let me in the show without you. Hope I win a jet ski.
I hope you drown ski.
Boys, settle down. We have to set up for our new lightning round. Hey, welcome back to Brain Busters and our all-new super goopy lightning round. Our adults will now move to their penalty chairs.
super goopy? And why are they strapping Mr. Belvedere down?
Nobody told me about this.
Let me clear it up for you, Lynn. You see, in this round, only the junior partner gets to answer. But if he's wrong, Mom, Dad, or Grumpy here has to face the super goopy consequences.
What?
Ready, Trevor?
Uh-huh.
Ready, Wes?
Let me get this straight. If I give a wrong answer, something bad's gonna happen to Mr. Belvedere?
You got it.
I'm ready.
Let's begin. Thanks again, Brain. Name the young French maid who was divinely inspired to fight the British. Yes, Wes.
Tina Turner.
No, it was Joan of Arc. Looks like you've laid an egg, Wes. Let's try again. What was the name of the group whose members were John, Paul, George, and Ringo? Yes, Wes?
The Supreme Court.
No, we were thinking of the Beatles. Say, Lynn, that egg makes a pretty scanty breakfast. What do you say we had some oatmeal?
Why? Why is this happening to me?
Why not? Moving on. What was the nationality of the 17th century painter Rembrandt? Yes, Wes.
Now, I think he was Dutch, or else he came from Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
No, he was Dutch. You remember the Dutch, don't you? Famous for their cheese, their tulips, their chocolate.
What's happening, man?
Are you kidding? He's doing great. Wesley, you are doing this on purpose.
Next question. To three figures, what is the value of pi? Yes, Wesley.
The value of pi is $1.79.
No, pi equals 3.14. But speaking of pi...
Oh, no!
Oh, yes! We mustn't forget the whipped cream.
Hi, Mom. You seen Heather?
Where?
Well, when you see her, will you tell her that Bobby called and everything's on for tonight?
Bobby? Who's Bobby?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy she's been dating. Didn't she tell you?
Heather!
Hi, Mom. What's up?
Have you been dating somebody behind my back?
You mean like a boy?
No, a wombat. Yes, of course, a boy.
Well, yeah, sorta.
But what about Gary? What about your depression? What about my credit card bills?
Mom, if you want, I'll take all those clothes back.
What?
I don't care about the clothes.
And why did we spend so much time shopping?
It's just it gave me a chance to be with you. You know, just the two of us. I mean, I'm gonna be going to college soon, and we may not have time like this again. And I guess I just didn't want to see it end.
Come here, you. I will always be your mom. Whenever you need me.
I'm glad. And I got to admit, I do look pretty hot in this jumpsuit.
Yeah, I look pretty good in mine, too.
Hey, I have an idea. How about if I buy you something?
Okay. What do you have in mind?
Belvedere. We'll be right back.
Despite my humiliation, the events on Brainbusters turned out all right. I displayed my breadth of knowledge to the world. However, I was rather sorry to lose that jet ski.
Mr. Belvedere,
Yes, Wesley?
are you still mad at me?
Certainly not.
Can I come in?
By all means. Cleveland, indeed.
Give me that, you bloodworm.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Wes, what's up?
Fine. Now they're double teaming me.
Mr. Belvedere, this is Craig Larrabee.
How'd you do?
Hi.
He just moved here from Texas.
I lived there a month, and before that it was Alaska, Venezuela, and Saudi Arabia.
Are you wanted by the law like Wesley?
My dad drills for oil, and we never stay in any place too long.
Well, next time you move, take him with you.
Come on, Craig.
Wesley, don't forget you have some leaves to rake.
Oh, I can. I'm supposed to tutor Craig. My English teacher asked me to get him up to speed.
If there's anything you want to know about literature, I am an expert.
Yeah, and he does a great impression of Moby Dick.
Hey, let's look for that hot Cher video. I hear she has a new tattoo.
Craig, Mrs. Bunger assigned us a book report.
All right. What book are you doing?
A Tale of Two Cities. It's really cool and bloody, and everybody gets their heads cut off.
Wow, you're really into this, Wes. I bet you could dash your book report off in 10 minutes.
Well, I've never actually timed myself.
Hey, maybe. Nah, forget it.
What?
Well, maybe. You could dash one off for me. It would really help me catch up with all my studying.
I don't know.
Look, Wes. My dad can get us tickets to the U2 concert on Saturday night. But I have to have all my homework done. And if you help me out on this paper, we could be sitting front row center.
George, what are you doing to my kitchen?
Well, about once a year I get a craving for tapioca pudding.
Are you going to take a bath in it?
Come on, big guy. Give it a taste. It really goes down smooth.
Not bad.
Har, har, har.
What is your secret ingredient? Tabasco sauce?
Oh, 150 proof rum. Are you okay?
No, it's just that I have a nervous stomach.
Nervous? If I was your stomach, I'd be terrified.
Your feeble wit doesn't help.
You know, my father used to have pains like that. And he had an ulcer.
Funny how it follows you around.
Hey, big guy, how much of that antacid you been chugging down?
Oh, don't worry, George. Everything's under control.
Hodes thinks that Mr. Belvedere has an ulcer.
I think Dr. Hodes is a charlatan.
Now, there's no point denying it, Mr. Belvedere. The pictures don't lie.
What pictures?
These.
Oh, my God! What is it?
Mr. Belvedere's stomach.
Looks like they used a wide-angle lens.
This is the ulcer, this inflammation of the stomach lining.
You know, this is kind of fascinating in a really gross and disgusting way. What's this?
It looks like a Louisiana license plate.
I'm glad you're all having so much fun at my expense.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Belvedere. And believe me, we're all going to help you get better.
Uh-oh.
Can't believe it. Mrs. Bunker just gave me a D- on my book report.
The old battle axe? She gave me an F.
Uh-oh. Battle axe at 12 o'clock.
Hello, children.
Hello, Mrs. Bunker.
Craig, you left your math book in my class.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Bunker.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed your book report. And yours, Wesley, was also competent. But I'm very disappointed in the rest of you. You've been fiddling while Rome burns.
Who's been fiddling? I can't even play kazoo.
I can play the cello.
So I'm gonna let you buy me lunch, Trobo.
Thanks.
Boy, you've only been here a week and you've already got Bunker figured out. What's your secret?
I told her she had great legs. See you guys later.
Boy, he's really smart. So cool.
Well, he's not all that great.
What do you mean?
Well, I really shouldn't say, but I sort of wrote his report for him to help him out.
You did? I'm shocked.
Hey, don't rat on me, okay?
I'm shocked that you do such a sweet thing for a relative stranger, but not for a very special friend. Who'd be very, very appreciative.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin.
These cold-cut heroes are great. Especially with the Bermuda onions, the provolone, the Russian dressing just dripping.
Kevin!
Oh, yeah, I heard about your ulcer thing. So, how are your strained turnips?
Here you go, big guy. We got you some great grub at the store.
Grub! My favorite!
Yogurt, watercress, rice cakes, tofu squares.
We also got you this pamphlet, 101 Ways to Prepare Cottage Cheese.
I shall treasure it always.
You know, big guy, you're taking this a lot better than I thought.
That shouldn't surprise you, George. My English character has taught me the value of self-discipline. Speaking of that, it's time to indulge in another English tradition.
Hi. What are you doing? Mother, what's the matter? Mr. Belvedere's going to drink tea. He can't do that.
Why not?
Well, it's bad for your ulcer. I read it in your medical brochure.
She's right. Tea is chock full of caffeine. I can be murder on your stomach lining.
Bourgeois, I'm not going to forego tea.
You don't have to. There are herbal teas you can drink.
Well, yeah, like Floral Sunset and Lullaby Spice.
I'd rather drink motor oil.
Suit yourself, but regular tea is a no-no.
Here, make yourself some cottage cheese soup.
How's it going, Marjorie?
I got an A- on our paper.
I must have been a little tired.
Hey, Wes.
Trouble, Lewis.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
Huh?
Friends don't write book reports for other people that throw off the class curve.
Word gets around, doesn't it?
Tell you what, I'll let you write my next paper, and I'll tell my pals on the wrestling team not to twist you up like a pretzel.
You're all heart, Lewis.
Don't tell anyone. Come on, Trovo. I'll let you buy me lunch.
Swell.
This report stuff is getting out of hand.
Hey, Wes. Hey, Marge.
Hey, Craig.
Hi.
Thought you might like this, Wes. In Excess in Concert.
Whoa, how much do I owe you?
You don't have to pay me. It's yours.
But, Craig...
Hey, Wes, we're buddies, right? Maybe you can help me out with another report sometime.
I so missed you, old friend.
No, I heard noises. They're coming from downstairs.
Be careful.
thought you were a burglar. What are you doing up? Hey, you ain't trying to cheat on your diet, are you? Well, I know this diet stuff is tough to take, but you gotta stick with it. There's no substitute for health. Strange place to floss your teeth.
Hello. Oh, hi, Louis. A paper in War and Peace by Thursday? I'll get back to you. Come in.
Hello, Wesley. Are you all right? You haven't been pestering me lately.
I've been working kind of hard.
Yes, and you should be rewarded. So I bought you some yummy tea.
I don't drink tea.
Oh. Too bad. Well, it's a shame to let all this go to waste.
Good boy, Spot. Mr. Belvedere, put that down. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Look, I told you I'm not taking any more clients. Thanks, I already have Super Bowl tickets on the 50-yard line.
Hey, Wes, when are you going to come up for some air?
Sometime in July. Unless everyone goes to summer school.
Hey, you got any rejects for me? I don't have to get an A every time.
Just get off my back, Craig.
Hey, come on. Friends help each other out.
You're going to have to write this one yourself.
But you're so much faster than I am, and you're way hip to what Bunger wants.
Sorry.
I thought we were friends here, and now you're helping everybody else out, but you're just dumping me?
Look, I'll get to it if I can. Can you hand me that copy of War and Peace? It's on the bed.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
This is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, right. Sorry.
This is Franny and Zooey.
Oh, give me a break.
What's the matter with you? Can't you read? Can't you? Hey, you're not kidding. You really can't read.
Just forget it. I'm out of here.
So that's why you've been getting me to write your reports and skipping class and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a bigger con artist than I am.
Hey, you think this is easy? Doodling in my notebook, trying to make it look like I'm writing? Or bringing a tape recorder to class and hoping the batteries don't run out?
Why didn't you just learn how to read?
I did, in the 2nd grade. And then my dad started bouncing all over the place and never had a chance to catch up.
There are special classes you can take.
Yeah, with a bunch of 6-year-olds. Anyway, if I let anybody find out about this, they'd think I was stupid.
I don't think you're stupid. You're smart enough to fool me.
So?
So all you have to do is learn how to read. And I think I know how you can do it.
Look, I'm not Einstein. You're going too fast for me.
You were doing great.
Yeah, right. Dick, Jane, and Spot. See Spot run. Like that's real life.
It is around here.
Well, forget it. I've just been wasting my time. I quit.
You can't. We have to read our reports in front of Bunger's class tomorrow. What are you going to do?
Oh, goody. The Rat Patrol.
We were so worried about you.
Oh,
We know it's almost 4 o'clock. You must want some tea.
really?
Well then, here you go.
Oh, my. I don't understand.
Now just relax, Heather. Pour him some tea.
Here you go.
Now just lean in and smell the aroma. Breathe in the steam. Yummy, isn't it?
Yes.
You'd like some, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Bad, Mr. Belvedere, bad.
What are you doing?
Aversion therapy. We're gonna make you hate the sight of tea.
That is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because we love you.
Well, I guess that's enough punishment for one day. Go ahead, take your reward.
Bad Belvedere.
You are maniacs, both of you. You make Wesley look like Santa Claus.
As you know, today is book report day. And now, who would like to read theirs first? Craig's work has been excellent recently. Where is he? There you are, Craig. You may favor us with a recitation.
Huh?
I'd be happy to read mine, Mrs. Bunker.
No, Wesley. It's probably smut.
Yes, ma'am.
You may sit. And you, Craig, may begin.
Well, I'm not very good in front of an audience.
We're all your friends here.
Yeah, well, I, kind of have this sore throat.
Craig, read it or weep.
This is a book report about a book called The Little Engine That Could. He read a baby book. Now, who needs this?
Craig, come on, cut him some slack.
We can't read.
Well, at least he's doing his own work, which is more than I can say for a lot of people.
Wesley, what are you saying?
I'm saying that there are some people who can read but don't have the brains to do it. And there are other people who can't read but have the guts to do something about it.
I think you and I have something to discuss after class. You may sit. And now, Craig, you may continue.
Look, do I have to? It's so dumb.
I'll be the judge of that. And if any one of you makes a sound, it'll be your last.
I liked the train because I know how it felt. No one thought it could get over the hill, but it tried real hard and made it anyway.
I cannot go on much longer, George. I just got to have my tea. My British blood cries out.
Easy, big guy. Let's watch a little TV.
Oh, all right. What's on?
Now, let's see. Here's a documentary, good, on the Teapot Dome scandal. Well, what about Wall Street Week? They're discussing T-bills.
No, they're not. What's this?
This is that old movie, Tea and Sympathy.
This is a bloody conspiracy.
Refreshing iced tea, anyone?
Mrs. Owens.
Sugar? Lemon? Caffeine?
Hey, relax. What about a pillow?
My, oh my, George, that's quite a tea bag. Hi, I'm back from Disneyland.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
George, make them stop.
Hey, fool, who you calling George? I'm Mr. T.
Everybody! Picture you upon my knee. Tea for two and two for tea. Me for you and you for me alone. We will raise a family.
And all of us will drink your tea.
Happy we will be.
Hey, wake up, big guy, wake up.
Yeah, what?
Oh, you were yelling horrible, horrible. Were you having a nightmare?
No, George. I was dreaming about your golf pants.
Where are you going?
Where I shall never have any more nightmares.
Oh, Belvedere, please don't go away.
Stay back! I shall have tea, even if I have to flap my arms and fly to London.
Talk about a jumbo jet.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Wesley's friend Craig is now enrolled in remedial reading classes, freeing Wesley to do what he does best, serve detention. But his sentence was commuted because he acted so nobly in the cause of literacy. Meanwhile, I just flew in from England, and boy, are my arms tired. Happily, my doctor says I'm well enough to resume drinking tea in moderation. He attributes my recovery to diet. But I wonder if it has more to do with the 3 weeks Wesley spent writing, tutoring, and leaving me alone.
Mr. Belvedere, be careful if you take a bath tonight. My alligator's in the tub.
Well, that answers that.
Come on, Marsh, we got to get to Lumberama.
What's the rush?
They're having a sale on garden weasels.
We don't need a garden weasel.
Well, we don't need Belvedere, but we got him. Oh, hey, Kev.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
What's the matter?
My car. I turned on the heater and the transmission fell out.
Is it under warranty?
No, it's under an overpass on 5th Street.
Uh-oh. Here comes the squeeze.
Look, all I need is a little advance to buy some wheels. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to work this one out yourself.
Hey, can we give you a lift anywhere?
No, that's okay. I'll just stand out in the cold and hitch.
Make sure you wear gloves.
Hi, Mr. Owens.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Mrs. Owens. Hi, Carl. What's the matter with you? My car bit the dust. Now I can say goodbye to my social life.
Why not? Everyone else has.
Very funny. Hey, Carl. You're still working at your uncle's used car lot, right?
Sure.
Well, listen, I've got about $400 stashed for an emergency. What kind of car do you think I could get for that?
Does the word Tonka mean anything to you? Look, Kev, if you're serious, I think I can help you out.
How?
Well, my uncle's always looking for new salesmen.
Me? Sell used cars?
Yeah, it's a great way to make some cash. And the top salesman gets to drive the best car on the lot.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think I got my Matador?
There.
Heather, I have to challenge you. There is no such word as bimbette.
What do you call her?
Stop looking at my letters, you cheat.
I have a telegram for Mrs. Lynn Belvedere.
It's Mr. It's my turn, I believe.
Well, what does it say, Mr. Belvedere?
Nothing important.
Well, then why would they send a telegram?
Yeah, nobody sends a telegram unless it's important.
Yeah.
Listen, you little snoops. If I say it's not important, it's not.
Yeah, he's probably right. If they really wanted to get his attention, they would have sent the candygram.
Well, this is it. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah, dazzling.
I'll introduce you to my uncle. Uncle Phil?
Yeah. What is it, Kevin?
This is my friend Kevin I was telling you about.
Hi, Kevin Owens. You ever sell anything before? Well, I sold greeting cards once. I was trying to win a new sled.
Just remember, the key to this business is honesty. Fake that and you'll do fine. What? Look, follow Carl around for a couple of days. He'll show you the ropes.
All right, thanks.
All right. See you guys later. I got some odometers to turn back.
Hey, Belvedere, this is great cake. What's your secret?
I bought it at a bakery.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Kevin.
So have you solved your car problem?
Well, sort of. I got a job.
Oh, yeah? What kind of job?
Well, I'm in sales.
Really? What are you selling?
I'm involved with previously owned transportation.
You're selling used cars?
Yeah, but I can't help feeling kind of shady, you know?
Oh, come now, Kevin. Some used cars salesmen may be unsavory, but they perform a very good function.
What's that?
They make lawyers look good.
Gee, Kev, I don't see your problem. There's nothing wrong with selling used cars.
It's the way Friendly Phil wants me to sell them.
Well, Kevin, we've tried to raise you with certain values, but you're an adult now, so you have to make your own moral and ethical choices.
The pay's good.
Well, then go for it.
Would you inform her? I consider that there's no greater honor than to serve the Queen. But No. I'm not interested in a career as a high fashion model.
Call Guinness. That was the world's wrongest number.
Very amusing, Wesley. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
Doing what?
Hiding from you.
Something funny's happening around here.
Yeah, got any hunches?
I bet he's planning some incredibly romantic rendezvous with some dark, mysterious woman to do something really passionate and disgusting. Nah.
The guy down the street said he could beat your prices, so why shouldn't I buy from him?
This is a good car.
Uh-huh. Your odometer has 185,000 miles on it.
Yeah, sure does. But that just shows how reliable this car is. I mean, the previous owner really used it a lot.
Yeah, right.
Did you blow another sale?
He might come back.
Yeah, and Lee Iacocca might come work here. Look, Kev, I'm gonna give you a freebie. That's Mrs. Bauman over there. She's got a purse full of insurance money. She wants to buy today, and she chose this lot because Phil was her late husband's cousin's brother's nickname. Now go get her, animal.
Hi, Mrs. Bauman. Listen, I'm sorry to hear about that dead husband of yours. So, what are you in the market for today?
I need a nice, safe car I can drive to church.
Certainly. Well, how about something like this? Easy to handle and safe as a baby's crib.
I'll take it.
You will? I mean, that's great.
By the way, does the radio work?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Well, what I mean is the radio did work at one time, but sometimes it works better than others.
Oh, phooey.
It's just that my favorite religious program is coming on, and I wanted to listen to it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll draw up the paperwork, and you can listen to your radio program from my office.
Oh, I don't know. It's such a nice day out. How about that cute red one over there? Does its radio work?
Oh, you mean the Corvette?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sure. Listen, I'll go unlock it for you.
Oh, no need. You are a very sweet boy.
Thanks.
All right.
So what happened? Carl, I did it. I sold the car to that sweet old lady. And I didn't have to lie or cheat or... steal. People stink.
Did you take the bus home?
Well, learned a big lesson today. Never give a sucker an even break.
Who was a sucker?
Me. An old lady just ripped me off. And she really turned my head around. From now on, money talks and nobody walks.
The kid learns fast.
Hey, look who came from Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, all his favorites. English toffees, English chocolates, Fruit Loops. Whoa. Wow, I wonder who sent it.
Well, maybe his dentist needed the business.
Hey, Belvedere! What is it, George?
Look what you got.
Oh, how nice.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
Why? It's food. You always open food.
Who's it from?
Oh, it's just a little something that I ordered for myself.
My dear Lynn.
Honestly. I cook for you, I wash your clothes, and I solve all your idiotic little problems. The least you can do is to respect my privacy.
Where are you going?
Why don't you hire a detective?
Ooh, that is from that woman.
She probably figures the way to his heart is through his stomach.
It sure is the long way.
You know, he's right. He's entitled to his privacy, and we should give it to him.
I don't think she meant us.
Wesley, I'm really nervous. Mr. Belvedere could come back any minute. He could be coming upstairs right now.
Nah, everything on the walls would be rattling.
So you see anything?
Just the usual. His pen, his journal, and a bag of Oreo crumbs. Hey, check this out. It's from the Queen.
What's it say?
They want him back at Buckingham Palace right away.
I can't believe he'd throw a letter from the Queen of England out in the trash.
Me neither.
Well, what are we going to do if Mr. Belvedere goes back to England?
Celebrate. I'm kidding.
Well, we can't just let him go away and leave us.
But you know how much he loves the royal family. If they want him back, he'll probably go.
No, he won't. He likes us better.
I haven't smelled clothing like this since I spent 8 days in a trench at Anzio.
You know, if Mr. Belvedere wants to leave, we shouldn't stand in his way.
But we're still a bunch of screw-ups. He can't leave. He just isn't done with us yet. He'll probably be here for years and years and years.
Oh, boy.
Unless we show him that we can handle everything around here ourselves. We owe that to him.
Mom's right. If you love something, let it go free. If it returns, it's yours. And if it doesn't, it never was.
Who said that?
The guy who invented boomerangs.
Oh, I'm sorry about snapping just now and for leaving so abruptly last night.
Hey, it's no problem, big guy. You can leave abruptly any time you want.
I'll get breakfast.
No, we'll do it. Yeah, I'll help you.
I'll get the juice.
I'll set the table.
I'll be damned.
Hi there. I'm Kevin Owens. Talk about it. And I take it this handsome group of people is your family?
I'm looking for a car.
Well, we've got a lot full of them.
It's just I've been out of work for a year, but I'm finally going back to the plant next week, so I gotta have something dependable.
I hear you.
And I have to take our little girl to the hospital for allergy shots every week. So we really need something reliable and safe.
How much did you want to spend?
I've only got $1,500 in the bank. How about this station wagon?
You mean the Dolmobile? Hey, Tommy, come on, sport. You sound like a guy with a high-powered job. You need something with a little more pizzazz. You know what I mean? Now, this baby says Tom Kabowski drives me because Tom Kabowski and his family are one hip group.
But it's got a skull on it.
And it's yours, free of charge.
I don't know. Where would I get that kind of money?
Hey, now, that's what our no questions asked credit department is for.
What are your finance rates?
No questions asked.
Honey, this doesn't look like it has enough room for Grandma's wheelchair.
That's because it's streamlined. It's an optical illusion. Hey, trust me, this car was made for the Kabowskis, or my name isn't Honest Kevin Owens.
It is hip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Oh, there you go.
If you say so.
All right. Listen, our credit manager will take care of everything. Right through that door and take a left. Enjoy.
Hey, Owens, you're terrific.
Thanks.
That's your fifth sale in 3 days.
Yeah, you know, I'm finally getting the hang of this.
Yeah. In fact, you remind me of, me.
Hey, listen, Phil, I've been thinking about something. They say it pays to advertise.
Yeah? What do you have in mind?
Something with dignity. Something with class. Hi there, friends. I'm Honest Kevin Owens, here to emancipate you from your used car blues. Because when you come to Phil's Friendly Motors, you won't be a slave to high prices. Yes, friends, at Phil's Friendly Motors, that's Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 in Etna, things are really hoppin'. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. Why? Because I'm Honest Kevin Owens, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Where are you gonna get the best deals in the tri-state area? Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp. Everybody! Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp.
How about that kid? The camera loves him.
He looks distinguished in a beard.
Carl looks like a dork.
Oh, there's Mr. Belvedere. Now, remember the plans. We don't need him.
Good afternoon, all.
Hello.
Hey, big guy.
I'll have lunch ready in a jiffy.
No need. I already made it.
I'll alert the health department.
Hey, you know something, big guy? It was real tasty.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I'll get to the dishes.
Oh, that's okay. I already did them. Hey, Mom, you know what would be fun? Let's line the shelves.
Oh, great idea. Then afterwards we can alphabetize the spices. Oh, there you are, Dad.
Ah, what's going on, pal?
I got a problem.
Oh, don't worry, your father. I'll take care of it.
It's okay, big guy. I'll handle this one.
Well, I was trying to break into the teacher's lounge, but my drill threw off some sparks, the door caught on fire, set off the sprinklers, and flooded the whole school. Now, no one knows it was me. What should I do?
There's always Harry Carey.
Well, you see, son, it's every person's duty to take responsibility for their own actions. And if I teach you nothing else during this great merry-go-round called life, it's, well, in the words of the wise man, a clear conscience is being able to sell your parrot to the town gossip.
If anybody needs me, I'll be in my room.
The Owens family has been motoring along like a finely tuned Jaguar. Has the impossible happened? Can this family rubes actually survive without me? Have I outlived my usefulness here?
Mr. Belvedere?
He needs something. Come in, Wesley. I'm at your service.
I made you some cookies. White chocolate chip, your favorite.
How very thoughtful. What's going on?
Oh, nothing at all. Well, good night.
Just a moment. What about that flood you caused at school?
Oh, Dad straightened out the whole thing. You know, he's really a very wise man.
George?
Night.
Apparently, it's time to move on.
You're a wise choice, a very wise choice. Hey, happy motoring. And remember, we don't make sales. We make friends. Put it there. Ah, you big lug. Get out of here.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
This fun sale's a great idea. We're moving cars like crazy. You all set for your commercial?
All set?
Great. I better go check on Carl. Last time he slammed the trunk down on his bunny tail.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Remember us?
Oh, yeah, my old friends, the
Grabowskis.
Kazoo Night.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, sure, you looking for a second car? Come.
The car you sold me broke down 3 times last week. It made me late for work. My boss said if it happened again, I'd lose my job.
Well, try using a higher octane gas.
The mechanic I took it to said the engine was shot.
Hey, sounds like you need a new mechanic.
He said it was driven into the ground before we bought it.
But I told him I bought that car from honest Kevin Owens. You would have told me if anything was wrong, right?
Yeah, sure.
Thank goodness we bought from a man we can trust.
Hey, come on, kid. You go on the air in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm a big fan of families. Now, come on, kid. Forget about them. Shake it off. Remember your adoring public. Now, I want you to use all the charm you've got and shove it down their throat. It's showtime.
Hi there, friends. It's Honest Kevin Owens coming to you live. But this isn't a commercial. This is an event. And this isn't a used car lot. This is a happening. Yes, friends, it's Friendly Phil's Fantastic Fun Sale. And you know, as I look out at this sea of happy faces, as I gaze out at this vast crowd of satisfied customers, well, I just want to tell everybody out there that every car you see on this lot is a lemon. Look, I've got to tell you people the truth. First of all, I'm not Abe Lincoln. I'm not even a Republican. But I am honest. And that's why I want to promise you, if you've been burned by us, we're going to make good on it.
You snapped. Do something. Get it.
Yeah, and something else has been bothering me. No, Carl, you can't stop me. I'm going to tell the truth. Friendly Phil is a fraud, and that's the fact. You know, when I came here, I thought I could do good. But then I got ripped off, so I decided I'd rip everybody else off. I got jaded. But I was wrong. People are good. They really are. At Phil Burnley. He's not a bunny.
Morning, everyone. Gotta run. I'm late for court.
What about our breakfast?
Cornflakes sound good. I'm sick of cornflakes.
Yeah, I'm sick of doing everyone's laundry.
You're sick of it. You turned all my boxer shorts pink.
Well, at least you got clothes. I've been wearing the same socks for 3 days.
Hey, don't yell at me. I'm at your service.
Everybody stop yelling. All we have around here is fights anymore.
Well, for crying out loud, how long is it going to take to get rid of the big guy?
No time at all, George.
I have an announcement to make.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'm moving.
Back to England, huh?
No. To Altoona.
Altoona?
Yes. There's a family there who's just as demented as you are. And they'll even pay me. Well, I don't like long goodbyes, so Godspeed.
But that letter said the Queen wanted you back.
What letter?
You know, the one in your desk.
What were you doing in my room?
Taking out the trash?
It's just we thought you wanted to go back to England, you know, to serve the Queen and be a good royal subject and all that other British junk.
So we were doing all your work to make it easy on you.
I never had any intention of going back to work at Buckingham Palace. All that bowing is hell on my back.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, then don't go to Altoona or any place else. Stay here with us. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Yeah.
Oh, I could come up with a couple of ideas.
I don't think anybody wants to hear them, George.
Well, maybe I'll send them to those people in Altoona. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
These days, everyone's going back to the future, where people are looking at the...
Kevin's career as a used car salesman has come to an abrupt, if colorful, end. His choice of honesty over the almighty dollar was gratifying and rather hilarious to behold. Now that the question of my leaving has been settled, the Owens have gone back to taking me for granted. I never thought I'd say this, but I rather enjoy being treated like an old shoe.
I guess they get a kick out of me.
Hey, Belvedere, why is the string tied around my finger?
You probably lost your kite.
I think I'm trying to remember something.
A hint, George. Remember a certain special day when you were very nervous? It involved the woman you love and a license.
Oh, yeah. The day Heather took her driving test. Dum, dum, da, dum. Oh, my God, I did it again. I forgot our anniversary. A good thing you reminded me.
I wasn't reminding you, George. I was just saying your dum, dum, da, dum.
Hey, if I hurry, I still have a chance to get her something.
Hey, Dad. Where's he going?
To save his marriage.
Well, hope he brings back a pizza.
Oh, I thought Charlie and Diana were here.
Oh, goody. The arch feminists are coming.
What are you going to do, burn your bras?
It'd be a pretty small fire.
You can laugh, but it just so happens we're putting on a play Diana wrote. It's the first feminist mystery.
Really? What's it called?
Who let the toilet see that? That's them.
Come on, Wes, let's go upstairs and arm wrestle.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Diana.
Heather, you will not believe this. I went down to reserve the school auditorium for the play, and they said we couldn't put it on.
They said it's too controversial. Well, I told you to take out the Super Bowl massacre scene. To make it worse, they're putting on the Miss Beaver Falls beauty pageant.
Now, isn't that an insult to all right-thinking women?
Yeah, why don't they just hold it at a meat market? We have to do something. Hey, I know. Why don't we boycott the pageant?
I've got a better idea. Let's enter it.
Enter it?
Yeah. Let's enter our own candidate, and if she wins, she can just make a speech denouncing the whole stupid thing.
Gee, I don't know. I mean, who would we get? Oh, no. I am not parading around in a bathing suit and high heels. What we need is some beautiful blonde fluff brain who will do anything we tell her.
Where are we going to find someone like that?
Hi, guys.
All you have to do is parade your bod for a bunch of leering spectators to judge like a side of beef.
What's the catch? There's one thing. During your speech, Heather, later.
We have to transform Angela into the perfect contestant.
All right.
We're going to make her charming and graceful and articulate.
In a week?
Hey, big guy. You're not going to believe what I got for Marcia. An anniversary gift I've never gotten her before.
That rules out a cordless screwdriver.
Look at this rock.
That must have cost a fortune.
Not exactly. But it's not exactly real either. Hey, Marcia. Happy anniversary.
Oh, George. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, George, you're just the most generous man in the whole wide world.
I
Neither would I.
Well, I'll meet you upstairs. I have a little surprise for you, too.
Don't hold dinner for us.
You are going to tell her that that's not a real diamond, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Later.
George.
Hey, she's overjoyed. Why don't I just leave well enough alone? The mark of a wise man.
It's also the mark of a cheap man.
Well, you saw her. Have you ever known Marcia to be so happy?
Yes, her voice reverberates with delight.
What's the matter?
I was running a bubble bath for us. I put my hand in the water, and your diamond dissolved.
Okay. I wanted to get you a real one. But Belvedere knew this guy and...
George.
Okay, I'll make it up to you, I promise.
I hope you can use a soldering iron.
Now remember, the key to success as a beauty queen is to talk like you're from the South and use 3 names.
Why 3 names? Well, all beauty queens have 3 names. Mary Ann Mobley, Deborah Lee Moffett, Lee Merriweather.
She's heard of it.
And so I say to you, stand together against this exploitation of our bodies and strive for the day when we are valued not for the content of our brassieres, but for the content of our brains. Wow, that's real powerful stuff, Diana, but I don't think Angela can handle it. I mean, she gets mixed up on this little piggy. Oh, come on, you don't give Angela enough credit. I bet she's a lot deeper than you think. Sorry I'm late. I was driving around waving. Waving? Yeah. All beauty queens have to wave. It's a lot harder than it looks. Forget it. Angela thinks ERA is a laundry detergent.
There's only one thing to do.
Yeah, let's drop the whole dumb idea.
No, we still have one possible candidate.
Me? I already told you I can't do it.
Don't be so selfish.
What? Sometimes we have to sacrifice ourselves to a higher purpose. Fine, you sacrifice yourself.
Not with these guys. Heather, the women of Beaver Falls need your help. What's it going to be?
Hey, Belvedere. What do you think?
I'll get a fork.
It's not for you. It's for Marcia. I had a big special. You know what's inside?
Knowing you, it's probably a miniature stripper.
No, a diamond ring. And this time it's a real one.
Why, George, you're actually imaginative.
Wait till you see Marcia's reaction.
No, I don't think I should. This is a moment for the 2 of you. Besides, I'm hungry.
Marcia! Hey, Marcia!
George, I still don't understand what's so important that you have to drag me out of the bathtub.
You'll see. You'll see. Happy anniversary.
Thanks, honey. You got me a new garbage disposal. Don't give me color that falls flat.
And the whole cake, too.
Come on, you Jewel thief. Cough it up.
Dad yelling at him won't help.
Well, don't you know some kind of doggy Heimlich maneuver?
Now, George, patience. Remember what the good book says.
What's that?
All things will pass.
You mean...
I'm afraid so. You're going to have to go on duty.
Heather, what do you mean you didn't tell her?
Well, I was going to, but I couldn't. Hi, guys. I'm raring to go. What are we going to practice today? Angela, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm kind of in the pageant, too. I hope you don't mind. Mind? As your very best friend, I want you to share in the joy of the pageant. But what if I beat you? Hey, just entering was honor enough. Besides, I'm blonde and you don't have a chance in hell.
Oh, hi, Angela.
Oh, hi yourself.
What's wrong with you?
Your sister is a regular Eggs Benedict.
What?
A traitor.
You mean Benedict Arnold?
That, too. She was going to coach me for the Miss Beaver Falls pageant. And now she's going to be in it herself.
So what? You're blonde. She doesn't have a chance in hell.
Yeah. But you have to be smart and talented, too.
I see a problem.
I know I could win if I had a coach. Mr. Belvedere. Will you coach me?
Certainly. Go, 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 go.
Then I'll have to drop out of the beauty pageant, and I'll never get to go to the University of Waikiki.
Waikiki, as in Hawaii? As in 8,000 miles from here?
Yeah. First prize is a 4-year scholarship.
We'll start in the morning. Now, once again, repeat after me. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Very good. Do you know why I asked you to say that?
Because a beauty queen should be able to discuss the environment.
No, Angela, I'm working on your elocution.
My electrocution?
Don't tempt me. Now, put this book on your head.
Is this the balance?
No, I'm hoping some knowledge will soak in.
Come on, Your Regal Highness. It's time to make your entrance. Dun, 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 dun.
What are you doing here? I live here. What are you doing here? Mr. Bombadier's coaching you. Why are you helping Angela?
Because if anybody needs help, she does.
So there.
Now, Angela, remember, pretty is as pretty does.
You're absolutely right. Let's go upstairs and work on your makeup.
Oh, Heather,
Yeah?
what prompted you to enter the contest at the last moment?
Because it'll help world peace. See ya.
Dad, this is a stupid idea.
Wes, it's the only way. Come on, boy.
Stuart, why is Spot wearing a diaper?
Spot's obedience school is putting on a play called Gandhi's Dog. Okay, he joined the Canine Corps of the Hare Krishnas.
George, I'm getting a headache, and I think it's going to last a long, long time.
I don't believe it. $200 for x-rays and nothing.
X-rays? George, what happened?
I wanted some pictures for the family album.
Go ahead and tell her, Dad. If worse comes to worse, I have an extra bunk in my room.
Okay, let's have it.
Well, Marcia, it's like this. I got you a real diamond ring.
You did?
Yeah, but I had it baked inside the cake that Spot ate.
You did.
Yeah, so we've been trying to keep a watch on him so we know when he, so we could get the ring back. But somebody must have slacked off.
Hey, I had to go to school.
Well, I'm going to get that ring back if I have to search every lawn in this neighborhood.
Gee, well, most women get a diamond that comes from the heart.
Thank you. Welcome to the Miss Beaver Falls pageant. No other event captures the spirit of the town better.
Not since they canceled the demolition derby.
As you know, these young women are judged on their brains and talent as well as their looks. And now, let's meet our lovely contestants. Representing the happy guys of Beaver Falls is Joy Ann Adams. Representing the Brotherhood of Accordionists is Lori Evelyn Paxton. Juliet Ramona Johnson is representing the Skunks. I hope that's a club. From Van Buren High School, Angela Raskolnikov-Shostakovich. Heather Velvet Owens. Velvet? Yes, representing the Machinist Guild, Sophie Mae Abramowitz. Aren't they lovely?
The tap dancing lessons really paid off.
Yeah, much more than the yodeling lessons.
Never seen anything so corny in my life. I know, the judges should really eat it up.
I don't know, Mr. Barmitzvah. She looks really good out there.
Confidence, child. You can't fail. Thank you, Heather Velvet Owens. And now our next talent contestant, Angela Raskolnikov, Shostakovich, and her friend, Lynn.
Thank you, everyone. Lynn, don't you want to say hello to all these nice people? Hello, everyone. You know, Lynn, I wasn't sure I wanted you on stage with me. But wow! Because I was afraid you might give a wooden performance.
I can't believe I'm sitting here when I could have had a root canal.
A funny thing happened to me on the way to the pageant. And now for my grand finale. Lynn here will speak while I drink a glass of water. Go on, this I'd like to see. Okay, watch. Merry Christmas,
Thank you, Angela. And now, an interview with each of our contestants. Angela, we'll start with you. Miss Shostakovich, your ancestors are from Eastern Europe. In your opinion, why did the Berlin Wall crumble?
That's easy. Shoddy construction. We're in. She's bombing. I feel kind of sorry for her. I mean, Angela worked really hard for this. Oh, snap out of it.
Look, we made a surprise for you. When you get up there to make your winning speech, put this on.
Beauty pageants are dumb. That way you'll be in all the papers. Please, can I have a few minutes alone?
Okay. Just remember, we're counting on you.
What have you got there?
Nothing.
Beauty pageants are dumb.
Well, they are.
Now I know why you were so anxious to enter one. To sabotage it.
Are you going to try and stop me?
No, if you want to speak for womanhood, who am I to stop you?
Right.
And I'm sure all the young ladies who worked so hard to get here will appreciate your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Drum roll, please. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Good luck, Heather. You too.
Our second runner-up, Laurie Evelyn Paxton. And our first runner-up, who'll take over if our winner can't fulfill her responsibilities, is Angela Raskolnikov Shostakovich. And our winner, the new Miss Beaver Falls, Heather Velvet Owens.
That's my baby!
Heather, a beauty queen, I am never going to hear the end of this.
Stop complaining. I'm stuck with Angela.
Well, what does the new Miss Beaver Falls have to say?
Here goes. She's so nervous she can't talk. Maybe she'll throw up.
Well, when I entered, I thought I'd see something dumb and degrading. All right, let them have it. But it wasn't degrading to the women who worked really hard to be here, who really put their all into it. It means a lot to them, and I don't have any right to take that away. What's she doing?
Making me proud, I hope.
And if you want any more statements from Miss Beaver Falls, ask her. I'm turning it down.
Heather Velvet.
And my middle name isn't Velvet. And I don't want to be Miss Beaver Falls. I don't deserve it. And Angela does. Oh, I don't know what to say.
How about aloha? For all concerned, Heather took a giant stride toward maturity, and in so doing, rid me of Angela in a few short months. Hallelujah. As for the missing Owens Dana, while planting tulip bulbs this afternoon, I made a miraculous discovery. Spot's hiding place. Apparently the little scamp had it buried there all along. I can't wait for George to get home. Won't you be pleased? Yes.
Hey, Belvedere, look what I got for Marcia. I had to sell my country club membership to get it. But what the heck? She's worth it.
I wonder how much I can get for this.
Hey, Wes, do you have any room in your backpack? Mine's full.
Heather, we're going camping to get away from it all, and you're taking it all with us.
Well, I need all this stuff.
All you need is a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, and a mask so you don't scare the bears.
Oh, haven't you gone yet?
You sure you don't want to come camping with us, Mr. Belvedere? You'd enjoy the peace and quiet.
That's why I'm staying here.
Hey, guys, you all set to leave? Let me guess, your mom isn't ready.
Close, she's not even here.
What?
She's working on some adoption case.
Well, Wesley, I hope she finds you a very nice home.
Very funny.
Well, the car's all packed. I brought along my harmonica so we could sing songs around the campfire.
I'd better make room for my headphones.
Hey, Kev, I'm glad you could break away from your studies and come with us.
Hey, Dad, I love spending time with my family. Besides, they're fumigating my apartment, and if I stayed there, I'd die.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Mark, throw that in the knapsack and let's... Is that a baby?
No, George, the dog went bald.
Marsh, what's that baby doing here?
Looks like 2 to 3 days.
Found out this afternoon that she's pregnant. And by the time they let me know that they didn't want to go through with the adoption, I already had temporary legal custody.
How temporary.
Look, it's 7 o'clock on Friday night. The adoption agency is closed, so it looks like we've got a house guest for the weekend. Isn't he adorable?
Hey, let's name him.
He already has a name. Everybody, this is Nelson.
Nice to meet you, Nelson. You look the outdoors type to me. So, step lively, everyone. You have a camping trip to go on.
Come on, Belvedere. We can't drive a baby like this all the way to the Allegheny National Forest.
Why not? You drove me to the brink of insanity.
Hey, Marsh. It's 3 o'clock.
I know, honey, but unfortunately, Nelson hasn't learned how to tell time yet.
Well, I'll walk him for a while.
Oh, that's okay. You need your sleep. You got a golf game in a couple of hours.
Who's worried about a golf game? I got my own little personal water hazard right here.
You must have had gas.
That was me, Marsh. So, Nelson, did I ever tell you about the time Manny Sanguin was catching Kent Tekulve? Why doesn't anyone ever want to hear that story? The same to you.
Oh, I will. I'm going to a motel.
Sorry, this couch is taken.
Oh, yeah? Well, now it's a duplex. Shove over. I gotta find some place to sleep where I can't hear the baby crying.
Try California.
All right. Night, sis.
Good night. Hey, Wes!
Thanks.
Get up. I had the couch first.
Sorry, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, well, if you don't get up, I'm gonna bust 9/10 of your head.
I'll still be smarter than you.
Hey, pipe down. We finally got the baby back to sleep. Jeez.
Guess it's safe to go upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna torch this crummy skateboard off.
Hey, morning, everybody. What's up, Miss Belvedere? What's up?
My, you look chipper.
Well, I got all caught up in sleep last night. I found a house to share.
Why didn't you tell us?
Hey, I was lucky the dog let me in.
Wesley, you haven't eaten a thing. Where are you going?
To school. To get some sleep.
Well, listen, they're done fumigating my apartment. Heather, you want to ride to school?
As long as they fumigated your car, too.
Mrs. Owens, some breakfast?
Oh, no time. I have to get to the office. I have a lot of calls to make if I'm going to find a home for this precious little guy.
Good luck.
Same to you.
You're leaving him with me?
Yeah, just for a few hours. Now, if he whimpers, he's wet. If he screams, he's hungry. And if he gurgles, he wants a little kissy-wissy. Do you can remember all that?
Mrs. Owens, I'll have you know I raised 4 members of the royal family. I'm sure I can manage a little commoner like this for a few hours. My dear child, I have fed you, walked you, endured your impression of Mount St. Helens for 6 hours now. I have even given you a kissy-wissy. What can I possibly do to make you go to sleep?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Oh, is he a little wet?
How can you tell?
There, that's better. Did you miss me?
I don't know about him, but I did. Did you have any luck finding him a home?
Actually, I did find a couple that wants him.
I'll break out the champagne.
Silly man. Babies don't drink champagne, do they? They make their own bubbles.
Marsh, what are you doing? It's after midnight.
Oh, well, I had a few things on my mind, and the baby was a little fussy.
Yeah, he looks fine to me.
Well, he was having trouble sleeping.
Well, if you're jiggling me like that, I would too.
I guess I'm just worried about his future.
Hey, you'll find him a good home.
Boy, something really important must be up.
Yeah, Mom hasn't called an official family meeting since the time Wesley took out a second mortgage on the house.
Oh, good. You're all here.
Yeah, World Federation Wrestling is on, so make it fast.
Well, what would you all say if I told you that we were going to have another person living here?
Is it a prisoner exchange program?
No, I'm talking about a baby.
You're gonna have a baby?
Way to go, Dad! No, I'm not having a baby. I'm talking about adopting Nelson.
Surely you're kidding.
Come on, Marsh, you know how you get around babies.
How?
Nuts.
I can't help it. Every time I look at his little face, I see Kevin and Heather and Wesley.
And you want another one?
Look, Mom, a baby's going to take a lot of your time. What about your job?
Well, that's why Mr. Belvedere is here.
No. That is why Mr. Belvedere is leaving.
That does it for me. The kid stays.
Look, Mr. Belvedere doesn't have to do anything for the baby he doesn't want to do. I can do most of my work at home and take care of Nelson at the same time.
Well, don't I get a say in this?
Of course you do. If you want to deny me the one and only thing I have ever asked for, just say the word.
Are you all ready for breakfast? There's a good boy, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You want to hold him a sec?
Well, sure.
Catch.
You didn't fool me for a second. Hi, Dad.
Morning.
Where's Mom?
Well, she was up all night with the baby, and it's Belvedere's day off, and he was out of here right after midnight. So I made breakfast.
Oh, goody.
There you go. Homemade oatmeal, nice and hot.
Dad, how much oatmeal did you make?
A box. Go ahead, dig in.
Give me your bowl, Heather.
No, you first. You need something that'll stick to your ribs.
Come on now, guys, don't fight over your food.
Dad's right, Heather. Come on, I'll buy you a breakfast burrito.
You're on.
Hey, aren't you going to finish your oatmeal?
Hang on to it, Dad. We can use it to patch the driveway.
Thanks for letting me sleep in, George.
Hey, no sweat. So, how's the colic kid?
Oh, he's catching a nap. Keeping me on my feet all night really wore him out.
Oh, you going to take it easy today?
I can't. I have to finish writing 3 briefs, make a long-distance conference call, and help a client reorganize her estate.
Don't forget to mow the lawn. See ya.
Bye. Well, it's nap time. I sure wish I could join you. Bill McLaughlin, please. Marcia Owens returning his call. Hi, Bill. Can I put you on the squawk box? Good.
Marcia, I've been going over the contracts, and I had a couple of thoughts.
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
First of all, Fields versus Westmoreland County is an excellent precedent to cite.
Well, failing a motion to dismiss, I think we need a precedent. Oh, hello. Whose boy are you?
What?
No, Bill. No, nothing.
Where do we stand on deposition?
Well, they've been submitted to the court, including the required stipulations. Oh, did you make a pee-pee?
No, Marcia, I didn't.
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking to a baby.
Well, as I was saying, Marcia, can you hear me?
Hey, Bill, can I call you back in 15 minutes?
Sorry, I'm doing court.
How about later this afternoon?
No good. So why don't we try this tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I have to take the baby to the pediatrician. Now listen, Nelson, I have a very important client coming over. So if you could just stay asleep for an hour or two, I can make enough money to buy you a... How do you bribe a baby? Hello, Mrs. Esterhazy. Please come in.
Thank you. What a lovely place. Where are those little mints that you have at your office?
Oh, I'm sorry, but as I told you on the phone, we have a new baby in the house, and they take up so much time.
Well, I'm sure your baby's getting more quality time than my grandchild gets from my son and that airhead aerobics instructor he married.
It's such a shame about your son moving to Florida.
That trampy little blonde can talk him into anything. But taking my only grandson, Binky, to Orlando, that really rips it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now tell me, exactly how old is little Binky?
27.
Hi, I'm Stan from the Beaver County Cable Company. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a hangover.
Hangover? I have a sleeping baby.
And a paying client. Can we get on with this?
Oh, certainly, Mrs. Esterhazy. I'll be right with you. I didn't place an order for cable.
Oh, I got the purchase order right here. It's signed by Wesley T. Owens.
What?
Ma
Marcia, there are any number of competent attorneys that could change my will. And I'd get mints.
I'm coming, Mrs. Esterhazy. As you can see, this is not a good time.
It's $25 for the house call. If you want me to come back, it's another $25. It's up to you.
All right, look, do what you have to do, but just do it quietly. Okay, thank you.
Listen, you bleach blonde little tramp.
I beg your pardon.
I'm cutting you and my worthless son out of my will unless you leave Binky with me. I'm with my attorney right now.
Hello?
That's her, and she's even more ruthless than she sounds.
Stop that, you'll wake the baby. Oh, Nelson, no, not now.
Will you quiet that child? This is a long-distance call.
But it's my phone.
Hello? Hello? It went dead.
Looks like I cut the phone line.
But I need my phone. I work out of the house.
Not with this client.
Oh, Mrs. Esterhazy, please, can't we reschedule? How about tomorrow?
By that time, Binky could be strapped to a teacup in Disney World.
Pleasant evening.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How's your day off?
Oh, very nice. I went to the museum, I saw the ballet, and I ate a fine meal I didn't have to cook. How was yours?
Let's just say I had my hands full.
Remind you of the old days?
No, not really. Mr. Belvedere, I love that baby. Everything should be perfect. So why is everything so out of control?
Don't let it get you down. In a mere 18 years, he'll be in college.
You're not helping.
Mrs. Owens, you made a warm and loving home for your family. You got your law degree when many other women would be out playing tennis. At the same time, you raised 3 fine children. Well, 2 anyway.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think I'm doing the right thing trying to adopt Nelson?
I couldn't say. But the right decisions are always the hardest.
You're probably wondering why I called another family meeting.
Are we getting another baby?
Can we make it a girl this time?
No, it's nothing like that. I've invited some people over tomorrow. Bob and Shelley Mills. He's a rabbi, and she's a nurse. They're coming to see Nelson.
Are we having a bris?
No, Kevin. They're coming to take Nelson home.
What? But I thought you wanted another baby.
When I decided to try for Nelson, my maternal instincts were on a rampage that completely overwhelmed my better judgment, especially when it comes to what's best for Nelson.
Well, are you sure, Mom? I mean, maybe we just need to help you more.
Yeah, I could come home from school sooner.
Yeah, I could take some weekend shifts.
And I'm planning on doing a lot more cooking.
You're very sweet, but these things are not the issue. The issue is finding the right family for Nelson.
Well, what's wrong with us?
Nothing. But we're a complete family. The Mills have wanted children for years, and Nelson will be the answer to their prayers.
Do you think Nelson's starting to look just a little bit like me?
Yeah, especially when he sucks his thumb like that. Come in.
Listen, I just wanted to say goodbye to Nelson. And I wanted to give him this.
Your old baseball mitt?
Yeah, well, I was going to give it to Wes, but figured he'd only pawn it.
Come in.
Just in case I don't see Nelson in the morning, I wanted to say goodbye and give him this.
Your blow dryer?
In case he grows up to be an anchor man.
Hey, what's going on?
We're kind of saying goodbye to Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I'm really gonna miss the little dude. Of course, I never had to change him.
Good night, all.
Hey, big guy. Aren't you going to say goodbye to the little guy?
He doesn't react well to me. Besides, I hate goodbyes. Good night. Yes. What I meant before was, I hate public goodbyes. There. Nelson's departure has left us all a little sad. Mrs. Owens was particularly hard hit, especially after Heather tried to comfort her by promising she'd have grandchildren in a few short years. In all candor, even I was bitten by the baby bug, to an extent that I was reluctant to admit. Ah, well, one must take comfort where one can find it. Come to Papa.
On Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about.
Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her. Her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Super. That's great. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God, we're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's going to pay for it.
What are you...
So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marcia!
How about you?
May I make a suggestion? Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Parkin.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise.
Hey, guys. You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I taught Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You knew all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
My wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
That's because they don't make them that big.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
I said get out! Get out! seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning.
Hey.
So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
How interesting you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
Well, guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
Is the seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Well, George, how did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you give me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes. Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George. I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah? Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn, you've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
I thought he said he wasn't going to have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he learned all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on, he's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of them yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kevin!
Not now, okay?
Yeah.
Well?
Hey, come on, Marsh. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now?
Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours? Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous groom upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher. Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door. Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner, up the street. Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started.
Okay. Places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you. At all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves. Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud
with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George? Belvedere? After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't. I've left the recipes. Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
He's gone. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly. The being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, that's close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it. Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself.
Wesley, it's still your move.
I'm still thinking.
Has it anything to do with checkers?
Hey, Hev. How do you think I look?
Groovy?
You really think so?
Yeah, sure.
Gosh, I didn't know kids still used that word.
We don't. I heard it once in a documentary.
Well, Mrs. Owens, joining the mod squad?
Today's the anniversary of Mom and Dad's first date ever. You know, way back in the 60s.
Yeah, we're going back to the first place we ever went together, this little coffee house in Altoona, and I thought it would be fun if we dressed up for the occasion.
Sounds kicky.
Come on, George, we better hurry up.
I'm not coming down.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
All right. All right. You say one word, you're fired.
Then I better go.
Well, I think you look just as handsome as you did that first night you showed up on my father's doorstep. He couldn't stop laughing either.
Well, I think you guys look neat.
Thank you, honey.
Sort of like the Jetsons.
That's it. I'm gonna go change.
Come on, George. It'll be romantic. We'll have espresso.
Okay. Okay. I just hope this place is dark and empty.
I've heard most of Altoona's like that.
Let's go.
Have a boss time.
Hey, where's Mom and Dad?
They just left.
Come on, Kev. Mom says you gotta drop me and Angela off at the movies.
Ah, fine.
Well, Wesley, it looks like it's just you and me. Shall we finish the game? Or would you like to surrender now?
I gotta go.
Where?
I'm camping out in Ricky Rondanella's backyard.
All right.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Just relax. Maybe read a book.
Another one? I think you read too much.
I think you ought to run along, Wesley.
Hey, you can camp out with us if you want. I think our tent's big enough.
Go. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Maybe he's right. I do read too much.
About having to pick me up last night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Aw, come on, Mr. Belvedere. It wasn't my fault. Mrs. Rondanella said we could build a campfire.
I don't think she meant in the middle of the den.
It was cold outside. Besides, Ricky's the one who started throwing the flaming marshmallows.
Just shut up and eat.
Hey, you burnt my toast.
I just assumed you'd like it that way.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Kevin. How was your date last night?
It was okay.
Just okay? While straightening up, I found these. They were stuffed between the cushions of the living room couch. I thought perhaps they might belong to your date.
Not my date. I couldn't even get her coat off.
Oh, there they are. Thank you, Mr. Belvedere. Wesley, how was your little camp out, honey?
Great, Mom. I never had oxygen before.
Hey, anybody want to go shop with your mom and me? We're going to Lumberama.
I'll pass. I'll go. Come on, Mr. Belvedere. You can come, too. We can play with the power tools.
Sounds tempting, Wesley, but Mr. Belvedere has beds to make. Have fun.
So, you coming, Wes?
No, I think I'll just stick around here.
Up to you. Come on, honey.
Okay, see you later.
We gotta help Mr. Belvedere. What do you mean? He's lonely. I mean, we're always going places, always doing stuff. But all Mr. Belvedere ever does is stay home by himself. He likes being alone. Well, I think it's finally getting to him. I mean, he still yells at me when I do something wrong, but he doesn't seem to enjoy it as much. Come to think of it, he does seem a little edgy lately. So what are we gonna do? Hey, Wes, you know what I think Mr. Belvedere really needs? A dog? A woman. Where are we gonna get one of those? I want you to see this. Look what I got. Wesley, where did did you get them? I found them at church. They were coming out of bingo.
Excuse me, are you the nurse?
Huh?
The little boy promises a free blood pressure test.
I'm sorry, there's been a mistake. You all are gonna have to leave. Hey, what are you doing? We're all gonna have to go now.
But we just sat down.
Sorry, the clinic's closed.
Closed?
There's been a bomb scare.
A bomb? Oh, my God! Can I use your bathroom?
That's where the bomb is.
Ah!
What did you do that for? Wesley, are you nuts? You are not going to find someone from Mr. Belvedere by dragging in old ladies off the street. The young ones wouldn't come. Besides, how else are we going to do it? With this. I picked it up at the mall today. What is it? It's a questionnaire from this computer dating place. Pick your perfect mate scientifically. See, all we gotta do is have Mr. Belvedere answer these questions, and the computer will find him the perfect woman. Oh, boy, let's go have him fill it out right now. Wesley. We can't just ask him straight out. We gotta be sneaky. Oh, I can do that. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley.
Anyway, I was just wondering... If you were stranded on a desert island, who's the one person you'd most want to be stranded with? And you can't say me.
Wesley, if I couldn't be with you, I'd just as soon go down with the ship.
And I was also wondering, do you think love and commitment should precede sexual intimacy, or is physical gratification an end unto itself?
What have you got there, Wesley?
Nothing. I mean, it's just something for school.
Whose school? Masters and Johnson's?
I gotta go now, Mr. Belvedere. Bye.
What you doing, Wes?
Finishing up my mural for the open house at school.
Oh. Oh, gee. Honey, you want to come take a look at this?
What exactly is it, Wes? It looks a little grisly.
It's my history of punishment in colonial America.
I kind of wondered why that lady was on fire.
Oh, she's a witch. And this guy got drunk, so he's in a pillory. And he's getting tarred and feathered because he liked the English. And she's getting dunked for fooling around while her husband was away.
Well, honey, this is all very colorful. But I thought you said you were going to paint Betsy Ross sewing the American flag.
I did. That's her down there with her feet chained together.
Well, at least her hands are free.
Keep up the good work.
You're still doing that? Hey, what'd they tell you at the computer dating place? Forget it. They said they got nobody with Mr. Belvedere's interests. You're telling me there's nobody out there who likes opera and eats corn dogs? Hey, Wes, what about your open house? Huh? Well, there's gonna be a lot of women there. Oh, yeah. All my friends' mothers. And most of them are divorced and real desperate.
Hello, children.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, how's your salute to cruelty coming along?
Great. And you can see it all hung up when you come to my open house at school.
The last time I went anywhere where people knew you, I barely got out alive.
That was just church. This is different. Yeah, well, anyway, here's my classroom where I do everything.
Fine. Just remember to introduce Mr. Belvedere the way he told you to.
I will. Oh, hi, Wesley. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Mom, remember Wesley?
Yes, from the fire.
Anyway, Mrs. Rondinella, this is Mr. Belvedere. He's no blood relation, is not responsible for my actions, and doesn't particularly care for me. Okay?
Thank you.
Anyway, I'll leave you two alone. Come on, Ricky.
Well, is Mr. Rondinella here?
He turned 40 and moved to California.
Or perhaps when he turns 50, he'll move back. Excuse me.
Hey, what happened?
Wesley, don't ever leave me alone like that again.
But you're supposed to meet people and mingle.
Wesley, this is an open house, not a cocktail party.
Hey, let's go over there and talk to Patty Heifer's mom. I think she's giving you the eye.
What are you talking about, Wesley?
Nothing.
Wesley, what are you up to?
I just figured it'd be nice for you to get out and meet some people. That way you wouldn't be stuck home without a date on Saturday night.
Wesley, that's really very sweet of you. But it's quite unnecessary. Now, can we go?
Okay. I just gotta get something out of my locker first. Be right back.
Don't dawdle.
What goes through a child's mind?
Compelling, isn't it?
I want to stop looking, but I can't.
Sort of like a traffic accident.
Which one is yours?
The one who did this.
Wesley! You're not his father.
No, I'm a sort of temporary guardian. His parents couldn't come.
I guess they needed the rest.
You seem to know Wesley quite well.
Hello, Wesley.
Good evening, Mrs. Carsola. What are you talking to her for?
She seems very nice.
She's not nice. She's my teacher. She's always giving me a hard time.
I knew there was a reason I liked her.
Lastly, did you finish that whole carton of chocolate milk? Of all the classrooms and all the schools and all the world, Mr. Belvedere had to walk into mine.
You ought to be happy. We wanted him to meet somebody.
Mrs. Carsola's not somebody. She's my teacher.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Teachers aren't supposed to go out. It's unnatural.
Come on, kids. Let's finish clearing the table.
But that's Mr. Belvedere's job.
Wes, you know Mr. Belvedere's getting ready for his date.
Well, I still don't understand why you and Dad are letting him go out on a school night.
Wes, Mr. Belvedere is a grown man. He doesn't need our permission or our advice.
You decent?
For the time being.
Brought you a little something might help you out tonight.
Oh?
You give this to Miss Crabtree, she may keep you after school.
Must you cheapen everything?
Yeah, it's fun. So I guess you're getting a little nervous, huh?
Not at all.
If you want, I'd be happy to give you a few pointers.
If we were going bowling, I would be happy to ask. Unfortunately, we're stuck with the opera.
Oh. Anyway, I got one thing I know you need.
She's picking me up.
Oh? She paying for you, too?
They usually insist.
I'll get it.
Good evening, Wesley.
Mrs. Carsola, what are you doing here?
I'm picking up Mr. Belvedere.
Wait here, I'll get him.
Mrs. Carsola, I'm so sorry. Won't you please come in?
Thank you.
I don't know what's gotten into Wesley. He's usually so polite.
I'm his teacher, dear. Don't con me.
Mrs. Carsola, you remember my husband, George?
Yes, we met after Wesley's little incident at the Natural History Museum.
Hey, if I told that kid once, I told him 1,000 times, don't lean against the dinosaurs.
I want to apologize for raising my voice at our meeting. It's just, I got a little upset reliving it.
We understand.
And I'm sorry I had to slap you.
It's okay.
Hello, Isabel.
Oh, all set, Lynn.
Ready when you are.
Have a nice time.
Oh, Wesley, have you shown your parents that spelling test?
No.
Wesley?
N-O spells no.
Wesley!
Hey, come on, one at a time.
You just march yourself right upstairs, young man, and bring us back that test.
Okay.
Come along, Isabel. We don't want to miss the opening aria.
Do we still have time to stop and pick up a couple of corn dogs?
There's always time for corn dogs.
This is a nightmare.
Well, thanks for walking me to the door.
It's the least I could do. Aren't you going to invite me in? I spent a lot of money tonight.
Isabel, I've had a lovely time. Please don't ruin it. Come on in. I'll make us both some coffee.
Oh, I'd love that.
Wesley.
We will discuss this
morning. Oh, boy, chocolate chip cookies. Hey, whoa.
They're not for you, they are for Isabel and me.
You're taking her out again?
Mm-hmm. We're going to a little indoor picnic at the Art Museum. I'm bringing the dessert, and Isabel is bringing the wine and cold chicken.
But it's your day off. We always do something together on your day off.
I know. That's why it seems that I never have one. Now, come on, Wesley. I'll be home early this evening. Perhaps we can do something together then.
Yeah, sure.
Don't you have an essay you should be working on?
Man, does she have to tell you everything?
You can have one if you like.
I don't want one anymore. Don't talk to me. I wasn't. This is all your fault. Bye. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Wes.
I got a problem.
Oh, yeah?
What do you do when someone you really like starts liking somebody else instead?
Oh, does my little brother have a crush on somebody, huh?
No! I'm talking about Mr. Belvedere and my stupid teacher. They've been going out every day for the past 2 weeks.
So?
So next thing you know, he'll ask her to move in with him. Then they'll probably want my room because I've got the bunk beds.
Right, Wes.
I emptied all the trash.
Fine. Now you can start on the erasers.
Yes, ma'am.
I meant outside.
It's cold outside.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you put the chewing gum in Henrietta Huffnagel's hair.
You told me to get rid of it.
Out.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, Lynn.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I believe Mrs. Costello wanted to talk to me.
Hey, when I'm bad, you're supposed to call my mom, not your boyfriend.
Wesley.
Sorry.
Apparently, Mrs. Costello received a very disturbing letter.
Yes, this came today. I found it in my box in the school office.
The man who calls himself Lynn Belvedere is not what you think. He has a wife in England and about 8 kids who are all looking for him. Stop seeing him for your own good. Sincerely, the informer. P.S. He's wanted in 3 states. Actually, it's 4.
What kind of twisted mind would write something like that?
Perhaps the same one that could write something like this.
Hey, it's my essay. What are you doing with that? I haven't even turned it in yet.
I thought perhaps you'd like to read it in front of the class.
What class? There's nobody here.
We're here.
Go ahead, Wesley.
Why Helping People Stinks by Wesley T. Owens. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a guy who couldn't get a date on Saturday night. So his best little friend in the entire universe fixed him up with a womanoid from planet Bimbo. And they fell in love and got married and moved to another solar system. So now the little friend is all alone and drifting aimlessly through space, all because he was a jerk and tried to do something nice. The end.
It's very nice, Wesley.
Yes, it's a very imaginative story.
It's not just a story.
It isn't?
It's about us.
It is.
Man, what does it take to get through to you people?
Wesley, Mr. Belvedere and I are not getting married.
You aren't?
Just because 2 people enjoy each other's company, it doesn't mean they're going to rush off together to the planet Zongo.
So you guys aren't in love?
Wesley, of course not.
Yes, of course not.
And you're never gonna leave?
Of course I am.
Huh?
What I mean is, it may not be tomorrow, or it may not even be next year, but someday, when I think you're sufficiently civilized and no longer a threat to society, then I'll be on my way.
Boy, that could take forever.
Don't remind me.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere,
Got another hot date with Mrs. Carsola?
Your brother and sister are making me take them to the drive-in.
So you're stuck with the wagon, huh?
I don't mind. When your brother misbehaves, I can make him sit in the back and face the wrong way.
Come on, Marcia, we're going to be late.
You're just doing this to get back at me.
Come on, honey, it'll be fun.
All right. All right. Are you sure everybody's going to be wearing stuff like this?
Sure they are. Come on, we don't want to miss the first dance. Hey, swing your lady just like Cupid. Swing her again. Don't you look stupid.
Wesley seems to have reconciled himself to Isabel and me seeing each other from time to time. In fact, he's even threatened to come along on one of our picnics. Speaking of Isabel, she keeps suggesting we spend the weekend together in Atlantic City. Her treat. I may be old-fashioned, but I think she should take me to Monte Carlo.